incredibly dangerous. And continuing here on zigzagging onto the center divider. Looking ahead, also that 405 north, if he chooses that, that's going to be a huge mistake. The 405 north is at a complete standstill. So looks like here he is getting over, trying to see here if this is towards an exit. There is, that actually might be getting onto the 405 south if he gets all the way over to the right.
He's not leaving himself much room to spare, weaving in and out of these cars. He gets right up on them and then just slides over. How's the pursuit looking behind him? It seems to me that police are pretty close there. They're not backing off. No,
they aren't right on his tail, but okay, it looks like he's continuing westbound 10. He is passing that 405 transition road, but they're not right on his tail, but they are still at least somewhat close behind. So, but they do have two air units overhead. And it looks like he is getting onto a transition, trying to figure out where this is going.
Was that a transition there? Did he exit? Yes, he did.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. And everyone else is slowing down, too, at this point. Something else must be in the way there.
Is that the... Okay, that is the North 405. That's where all that traffic is. Okay, he is on the North 405, and just miraculously, that number 1 lane there is staying wide open. But just looking ahead, it does look very traffic-y. So this is going to be quite interesting to
dicey to say the least.
Through all this traffic here.
And is this Desiree, is this just general Friday night 405 traffic? I mean, there never seems to be a reason why the 405 is congested.
You know, I see cones there.
Yeah.
I think there's Caltrans, so this could be dangerous. They do have a lot of construction on this 405 freeway late at night.
Oh,
so this is not a good situation. Wow.
Yeah, construction on Sunset Boulevard, we're being told, and boy, I hope, I don't know if there's a way to warn Caltrans workers in advance when this stuff happens like this.
You gotta
hopefully they can, hopefully they see those police helicopter lights. But we are, you know, once again, confirmed this is a stolen vehicle with a full tank of gas we're hearing. So possibly just stolen, maybe even right at the pump. We're not sure of the circumstances, how they know. Okay, we are getting confirmation it was stolen at a gas station as the person was putting gas in their car.
Wow.
In fact, this even looks like a bystander trying to block him there.
Wow.
Oh, look at that.
You know, this construction might do
he just hit that car.
Yeah. Construction might do the police a favor.
He looks like he's right under the overpass there.
And that's Sunset right there that we're seeing the top of. So he is coming out the other side, though.
Pursuit of a stolen vehicle. We believe 2 suspects in this car, both believed to be armed, and this has been a very high rate of speed that he's been moving at, going in and out of construction in the pass here. And I guess Skirball would be coming up pretty soon.
Yeah. That is correct. We heard word that it was stolen at the pump, so it's got a full tank of gas, and so this car is good to go for quite some time. And at this rate of speed, I don't see this person giving up anytime soon. And we are hearing that there's a accident on the 405 up ahead, but I think it's on southbound lanes. I'm seeing something on southbound, so I'm not sure if that's what's causing the traffic. We can only hope that it's not on the northbound side. He's continuing north on the 405, so he's going, you can see that right underneath the 101 freeway interchange, just past that gallery there, continuing in that carpool lane. We are hearing new information that LAPD is talking about backing off their ground units, going into surveillance mode, which is only following them with the helicopter. So at this point, we're just waiting until they get that command, and we'll see those ground units possibly. All right, so we are seeing that the units have pulled back. So at this point, I really don't think he could even see them in his rearview mirror. They've turned their lights off. So at this point, they don't even have their lights on. So so as far as that suspect knows, those cops are not behind him, except for that they do have the night sun on them, so they can continue to track him. I don't see too much traffic ahead. There is a little bit of slowing, but there's definitely a high volume of cars. Okay, he's just blacked out his lights. He's turned off all his lights.
Oh, that's great.
He thinks that maybe they won't see him, but now he's more of a threat to the people on the road coming up behind them without those headlights on. So hopefully they can keep that night sun on him to make people aware that he's coming up behind them.
Oh, wow. Now this becomes that much more dangerous. A driver who's just been weaving in and out of traffic at extremely high rates of speed. It's probably the worst possible situation. 2 suspects. Police believe they are armed. Lights just went back on, or is that just the brake lights?
On. Lights back on. So I guess he probably realized he couldn't see very well with those off. Who knows? It is, we're actually having that discussion right now. Normally we don't follow pursuits past Castaic because It's pitch black out here. There's no city. There's no visual reference. The only lights are the lights that are on the freeway. So we're discussing that right now for our safety. I think the air units will continue because some of them do have night vision goggles, but for the most part they have those night suns and they're spotting all the wires, lighting up the wires. So they have, you know, all their precautions underway. But can only hope that this guy, you know, he looks, oh, I thought he was getting off the freeway there. You know, we can only hope that this ends right here. That would.
We're going to lose our chopper at some point, folks, and that's just through no fault of ours. It's just that's an area of the country where we can't get a light on it, and our chopper can't go. But the police helicopters can follow it with their lights, and so when that happens, we will have to leave this pursuit.
Yeah, you see the lights getting a little more blurry and a little more dim as they head up north.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll be able to stay on top of it, though, and at least continue to make some calls and find out what happens with this. I don't think they're going to let him go, though. I really don't.
They'll stay on this guy until he either runs out
of
gas or he stops.
Right.
Yes, actually all the media ships are turning around, and they've all pulled off of this pursuit. We're just hanging out here over the town below Castaic just to try and watch the final end of this before he disappears off into the darkness. But Highway Patrol helicopters along with LA County sheriffs are still overhead and CHP on the ground tracking this pursuit. And yeah, this could go for quite a long time on that full tank of gas. So at this point, not really sure what the options are and how far that suspect's going to continue to go.
That began in East LA has just come to an end on the Grapevine. The vehicle was stolen from a gas station in Lincoln Heights while the owner was actually pumping gas. We followed the vehicle until we lost our signal. We're told the driver stopped and surrendered just minutes ago and is now in police custody.